Because despite all your progress, everything, I find Japanese are very disturbed within. They are unhappy people. So it is a very difficult situation. That they have no way out. So they may take to drugs also. In a way that we should understand that Japan is very important from such a point of view. But this materialism has really driven them out. We should understand the value of love. Also power of love. They are extremists also. They work like a family. To them, nothing but just working out things all the time. And then it depends on them and they feel very disturbed. That cannot give joy. Today we want to buy something, then we want to buy something else. Never satisfied with much. That's why there's no satisfaction. But you have here Zen system, which was very strong, I must say. Zen means meditation, jnana. Zen means meditation. And I was surprised that there were realized souls till the 16th century. He started Zen system, I think Zen of 6th century or something. But only up to the 6th, 7th century they had one in million, one Zen. And they were called as Kashyapas. Kashyap. See, in India there was one Kashyapa Muni. His son was Kashyap. And there were many realized souls in those days who were not ascetics, were not sort of belonging to any particular caste or community. So they were called as Kashyapas. There's a nice story about it, how it started. So this saint, the son of Kashyapa, was Kashyap. And he said, all those people who have had low births or may not be knowing the parents, all sorts of children, he said they are Kashyapas. And they were called as Kashyapas because they were realized souls. So the same system Zen brought it. Actually, Viditama is the one who brought Zen. He was a disciple of Buddha. But I think in the purest form, he brought Zen. He was the real disciple of Buddha. Others, well, Mahayana, this, that, they started all kinds of ritualism. But it is he who brought this. But even before Buddha, you had a tradition of the Mother Mercy. I don't know how far the Japanese accepted this, but in the eastern part of China and other places, they worship Mother Mercy, Kuan Yin. I don't know if the Japanese worship her. They did. So this has come from ancient times. And then this Buddha came in. But Zen was the most fundamentally the same as Buddhist. I should say as Buddha thought of. It's very close to that. Then we have in China Tao. Tao means actually Kundalini. And he compared the Kundalini with Yangtze River. Yes. I went with my husband on that river because he was in the shipping, so they said this is the most difficult river which one has to cross. Until then. Now this Zen system started first with the idea of detachment from taste. Aswad. Oh, they used to have tea ceremony. That you have here. and they would make the tea from the bitterest thing. It's absolutely very bitter. Now put it in a bowl and rub it like that, and that was offered. Very bitter. And after that was offered a sweet, very sweet. Sweetness is to the power of 108. So from one extreme to another extreme. The tea ceremony they would have it in very natural surroundings. And the cup that they would use would be a freak, you see. What do you say to freak?
It's like a
natural. Yeah. So you are supposed to see the bowl of that cup, you see, without thinking. Move the bowl 3 times without thinking. Create thoughtless awareness. Also, they would use very old trees, put them in the water, and take out their natural shapes and put them around. I mean, it was something to give the natural, you can say the nature's work. Exhibition of the nature's work. Like a tree, you see, like a stone, which is very beautifully made by God. Or he didn't talk of God. He was in an abstract life, like Buddha was. But whatever is made by nature, the beauty of the nature, they would like to appreciate and show. They would take a tree which is very old, put it in the water, and put some creeper on top of that, and show the beauty of the old tree. Another thing they had was a garden. They would make a garden of stones. Put different types of shaped stones in a area, say about 100 feet by 100 feet maybe, and cover the whole thing with sand. So the whole thing was sand, and the sand these stones of different shapes and hues and different natural expressions of stones they would put it. And the sand, they would use some sort of a fork to make a kind of a design. The idea was to sit outside that area and watch the whole thing without thinking. Okay. And when you see that, you should not react. Just watch it. What people used to do was to come there and say this is like an ocean and these are maybe rocks or maybe ships. I mean the reaction of the mind. The fundamental point that you should become thoughtlessly aware was lost.